Please be advised this podcast is all nonsense. Nothing you hear or see while adventuring with the worm should be taken seriously, or more importantly, fact-checked. Try not to let the mispronunciations distract you from the knowledge being shared. You're just riding with two worms trying to have a good time. So, you want to know something I was doing recently?
Go on then.
I was discussing rivers.
With
You?
You were? We discussed the Nile.
Yeah, and I was trying to work out what it's called when... Is it the mouth of the river?
Yeah, there's definitely a mouth.
But is the mouth the point where it hits...
The ocean. Or the sea.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking. So what's a sink basin?
That's, you know, when you go to the bathroom.
Okay.
And you've got that thing underneath the taps.
Ooh,
That's the sink basin.
Isn't sink basin like a river term as well?
I don't know. I don't think so. I'm only in the bathroom.
Fair enough. Well, I made it up. But then I also thought mouth, technically, is just something that would be on an animal.
Yeah, well, it is as well.
So there's two uses of the word mouth. So there could be two uses of the word sink basin.
I think sink basin is just a more niche word.
Because it's essentially two words.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Some would say.
Yeah, that's probably right. I've probably just made it up. Well, I've not made a sink basin up, but I've probably made up the fact
Sink basin were a thing, but I don't think...
river sink basins.
River sink basin. I mean,
that's even longer.
you probably could get a sink basin in a river, but once again, it's just someone's for a sink in a river.
When does it stop becoming a stream and become a river?
A stream doesn't lead to the ocean, does it?
Because a stream will connect to another
lake.
stream or a river. Or a river.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think.
That's interesting.
Or to a sink basin.
It could, well, in fairness. So is that... Would you call the water running from the tap a stream? Oh, yeah, because you'd say...
Yeah, stream of water.
Oh. Stream just leads to anything not... That's not the ocean.
Because it leads to a sink basin.
Maybe that's where I was getting sink basin from. I'm forgetting my streams. Oh, hello.
Hello? What you doing there in the corner with your toesies?
Looking at me, listening to me. Trying to give me a chocolate bar penguin.
Ooh.
Club or penguin?
Penguin.
Yes.
Though clubs do have more variety. Penguins are just better.
Yeah.
But club know they're not as good, so they
That's all they got. So different
cover up the
flavours.
flavours. Like they got mint, they got raisin, they got just biscuit,
Orange, I think.
orange. Yeah, because they know it's not good. Penguin's just like it's a penguin. Which one? What more do you want?
Yeah, I do think the structural integrity and the chocolate to biscuit ratio is a lot better on a penguin, whereas on a club I think it's a little bit too biscuity. Also, I think it's more of a digestive in a penguin. No, in a
club.
In a club. Whereas I'm not too sure. It's more like a bourbon.
Yeah,
And you do love bourbon, so that explains why you love a penguin.
I do. I wonder if they've made a white chocolate penguin.
Might have done a limited edition style one.
I'd like to try one.
I'd do that.
I know they do white chocolate in a lot of chocolate bars, don't they? They always throw it in. There's like, as you say, limited edition.
Yeah, normally around Christmas time and stuff like that, don't they?
Because like you can get white chocolate Lion bars, white chocolate Maltesers.
Do you reckon it's because they've got loads of white chocolate lying about? So there's like, let's just do a big old...
Well, apparently white chocolate's not chocolate, is it? Because it's the fat of the cocoa bean. The cacao. The cacao.
Yeah, it is cacao, isn't it? The actual bean's called cacao.
Yeah, the
They're
cacao.
quite big as well, aren't they? You have to open it out and dry it out and stuff. Yeah, it actually has no cacao in it. Mm-hmm. It's the fat.
It's imposter chocolate.
That's why it's white. It's just it's uncoloured, unflavoured. No, it's definitely flavoured.
Where does that pink chocolate come from? That ruby chocolate? Is that a chocolate or not? Is that just another... Or is that just white chocolate that's been dyed? And they're just trying to sell it?
Maybe it's when the cacao beans had an injury.
Ooh. Nah, because then it'd be considered like cruelty, wouldn't it? Harvesting an injured cacao beans.
People put down injured animals.
Yeah, put them down, not harvest them.
If they're ill but from nothing that's contagious, you think they put them down and don't use the meat?
I think there's strict guidelines. If an animal's ill, they can't harvest it. I think that's the thing.
What if it's just old?
It's not ill.
Okay.
It's not an injury. Ooh, you got a bit old. You're injured, mate.
Is it a time of injury? Allowing yourself to get that old?
Yeah.
Should have ended it sooner.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if an animal has an illness, it can't be harvested for food. I'm sure that's a thing.
Well, it probably is, because they could turn around and say, oh, it was only a cold. However, if it were there then to come out that it was something different,
Yeah.
the people would just be... Also, people would just be saying their animals are ill just so they can get rid of it. Oh, I had to kill it. It was ill. What did it have? Broke his toenail.
It's old.
Broke his toenail, he's old. Yeah, so, I don't know. Pink chocolate.
Yeah, it's definitely a thing. I've seen it.
Oh, no, it is. Don't they call it ruby chocolate?
Yeah, but I don't know if it's an actual thing or if it's got to be like processed. It's got to be. Surely it's.
What if you do expose cacao beans to that red kryptonite?
Yeah, but then Superman can't eat it.
Superman doesn't eat pink chocolate.
You don't know that.
I do,
How do you know that?
because I do his delivery every weekend.
Yeah, but you don't know if he's got a sneaky stash.
Well, who's he getting that from?
Well, I don't know.
Well, I'm going to confront him. How dare you get chocolate delivery from anybody else other than me?
Kicking his door.
No, it's Superman. I'm not nuts. I'm just going to knock politely and go, I've heard a rumour on the Wormcraft. There's only two of you.
Can't say that because then he knows I've told him. I've told you.
You have told me.
And if Superman comes gunning for me,
Why would you... What are you telling... Okay, I've heard a rumour, potentially on the Wormcraft, but potentially somewhere else.
that's fine.
Because
Plausible deniability now.
Exactly. That. You've been getting your... you got a secret chocolate stash? So you can pretend to be Superman, and I'll see if I can outsmart you.
Okay. I do.
Why?
Because I love the ruby chocolate.
Yeah, but I could have got that.
I don't like you. Go away.
Oh, wow. This went so much worse than I expected it to. I thought I was going to outsmart him so easily. Superman's got one up on me. Oh, I might have to try kicking his door in. Ooh, I'll send someone else round. I'll send Batman round.
Oh yeah,
He's scared of Batman.
Yeah, they don't like each other anyway. So he'll be all up for kicking his door in.
The problem is, if I turn up with a kryptonite vest on, he's then going to turn around and expect me to be like mean, and he won't take any chocolate delivery from me. I think I've got to send Batman round because the rivalry's already there.
Yeah, but sending Batman around's a good shout. The rivalry's already there. There's no convincing. You haven't got to convince Batman to do it. You just say the word.
I'm not going to tell him either because I think Batman just doesn't care about anybody's opinion.
I thought he's
going to drop me in it.
Oh no, I thought you're not even going to tell Batman what he's doing. He's going to drop him off at Superman's doorstep and just know he's going to go kick his door in.
I mean, I probably could do that, but I need to not be the person who is there. So I've got to come up with an elaborate bunch of strings that I can pull that kind of machines this invention. So I want to send a letter to Commissioner Gordon's wife.
Okay.
Saying that he's been invited to a canary watching event
in Gotham.
Obviously, because he's not going to go anywhere else because he doesn't like leaving Gotham because he's always on Crime Watch.
Yeah.
And then just before the event, someone stole all the canaries. What's he going to do? He's going to get Batman involved.
Obviously.
He's going to turn the light on, but I'm going to cut a little message into the light. But it's just going to be a Riddler's question mark. So then he's going to think the Riddler's onto something. He's going to go to the Riddler's house. Riddler's not going to be there. I'm going to get you to dress up as if you're the Riddler.
Okay.
You're going to hand him a riddle that leads him to Superman's house.
What if he tries to fight me?
It's a risk I'm willing to take.
Oh no!
I'll let you wear the bulletproof Riddler hat.
Okay.
You've got to wear a normal suit though.
But the armour as well.
Riddler's not bulky.
He's also not a giant worm.
Yeah, but that's why you're wearing your suit. You're in disguise. I'll even let you wear your monobrow.
I don't know if he's going to fall for this outfit.
He is an eccentric. He's eccentric. He's an eccentric. As soon as if he walks in and there's something that says Superman, it's going to tick him off straight away. He isn't looking at you.
I could say I'm just an intern.
Ooh. I've just lost words. What's the Riddler's intern called? What's less than a riddle? Limerick?
The questioner.
Maybe. The Riddler, the questioner.
The questions are pretty straightforward.
But there's no confusing. Exam Kid.
What is the handle on a door called? A door handle. Yep.
That's still type of like a riddle, though.
No, it's a straightforward answer. So how else can it be?
You could have just called it a handle.
I could have, yeah.
See, so it's got to be even more. We can't call you the questioner. You're rubbish at it.
I'm sorry.
You've got. I think they should call you his sidekick, Exam Kid. I don't know why. I just like the idea of you being called Exam Kid.
If I'm not marking anything.
I was thinking more you're answering. Oh no, but the Riddler doesn't answer anything. But he's got to know the answers to his riddles.
That's true.
So the Exam Kid is basically his protege who needs to know all the answers. You've got to take your exams, your riddle exams.
You sound like a lot of work now.
Oh man! All right, you know what? Let's just go around Super and ask him ourselves, and we can ask him how Ruby Chocolate's made, because I reckon he'll know.
He'll probably know. Well, he probably had to use a check that there's not kryptonite in it.
Well, if he does have any, then he would know anyway. Or maybe he eats it because it has traces and it helps him. Because the red kryptonite makes him... Is it lose inhibition? Something like that.
It makes him smaller.
Oh, I thought you were going to say horny.
I mean, it does that as well.
Yeah, I do think the human ratio of horniness stays. Oh, he's not human there?
No, it's an alien.
This is insane. Oh.
Also, Ruby Chocolate's quite a new thing, so was this just not a thing that they harvested, or they just had lots of it and just didn't do anything with it?
I think it was an accident. It was a crazy accident when one of the chocolatiers fell in the chocolate vat. And they came out like, "Rawr!" Chocolatey. New villain. The chocolatier.
The chocolatier.
Is Penguin the Penguin or just Penguin?
No, it's the Penguin, isn't it? Was he Penguin? I don't know, actually. Penguin. The Penguin.
Is the Riddler, the Joker, the Chocolatier. What other villains are there in Gotham?
Dr. Freeze.
Yeah, and he's not the Dr. Freeze.
He's the Dr. Freeze. A Poison Ivy.
Yeah, okay. So it is potential that Penguin's just Penguin.
Yeah. I suppose if it's his name or if it's his description, because obviously the Joker's that's not his name. He is the Joker. The Riddler, that's not his name. Yeah, but that's
an adjective.
But yeah, so is his name Penguin, or is he the Penguin?
Actually, the Joker. Yeah, that's an adjective. The Penguin. Bane's his name. Poison Ivy's.
He's not the Bane.
Yeah. But the Joker is... Oh, yeah, because actually his name is Joker, isn't it?
No.
He's not the Joker, he's Joker.
The Joker? He's the Joker.
Nah.
He is?
Ask Adam West. Trust me, it's Joker. I've just had an Adam West flashback. And he goes, Joker's been here. That specific flashback.
No, but he's not talking about the bad guy Joker. He's talking about his roommate.
No, but he calls his roommate, the Joker's been here again. But he calls Joker. Or is it the other way around?
The other way around.
We need Adam West.
He's got too many people in his life called the Joker and Joker.
That does happen. It's like when you have too many Allens. We've got a few Allens in our lives.
We have.
Ah. Got sidetracked there. Totally forgot what we meant to do.
Answer a question.
That's our job, isn't it?
Yeah. Should we ask one?
Do you reckon we should ask for a... I mean, we're doing this a while now. We're still not seeing any money in the bank.
Yeah, can we have some money, please?
Just wondering why we haven't received our paychecks.
We got told there would be money.
Yeah, well, that's why we signed on to this thing.
Yeah.
We were happily galaxies and light years away. And
all we've got's a fuel bill.
Yeah. We saw this post on the internet.
Yeah.
Applied for it because just wanted a change of scenery. But we were definitely told there was a salary along with this.
Was it celery?
Well, we haven't received any salary either.
That's true.
I mean, if it's celery and we read it wrong, that's on us.
But we haven't had celery either.
Yeah. So, regardless of what
it is,
we've had nothing. We've paid nothing. Now, if it does turn out to be celery, I'm going to be a little bit less enthusiastic. But we're really good at thinking of good ideas with stuff.
Yeah, we can figure out something to do with celery.
Celery gets here. I'll celery it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, got celery mad. I'm going to make I'm thinking, oh, we can think of something. There's a lot of water in celery. It's low calories, isn't it?
Low calories, a lot of water, and tastes bad are the three main characteristics of celery.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what the taste is. Is celeriac made from celery?
Nah, I think it's just coincidence. It's not made from celery. You don't take celery and fashion together celeriac.
Like, people just get celery, turn around. Oh my god, celeriac?
I think it's just similar name.
Okay.
Like pineapples and pumpkins.
Well, we can't do anything taste related, but there's a lot of water in there, so we can do something with that.
Like a bad smelling aftershave.
How about smoothies?
Ooh, what about like aloe vera has a lot of liquid in,
Yeah.
and people use that as like moisturisers and stuff. Could you make a celery based moisturiser?
That's not a bad idea, actually. Because it's one of those tastes that would smell refreshing, but it doesn't taste very nice.
Yeah.
Moisturiser, that's a great idea. A rehydration.
Yeah, you know.
Rehydrating
You know
moisturiser.
how like things come into fashion. We're like, well, aloe vera is out of fashion now. It's celery is what you want.
Yeah, because aloe vera is actually meant more for pain and stuff, isn't it? And cuts, whereas celery you could use it for refreshing. Oh, dry skin, don't worry. Super celery, keep you wet for 2 days. Because there's so much moisture in it.
Yeah, we have to dry it out a bit because otherwise we're not going to sell a lot of it. If people can buy a little bit and it lasts so long.
Oh yeah, but I'm thinking.
Or we sell it in really small amounts.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Like a
A
5 mil moisturiser. Like, how much is 5? Actually, I need to be able, can't get your finger in that, can you? Actually, 5 mil's quite a lot.
Yeah, it's a reasonable amount. If it's
And if
really
it's meant to
moist.
moisturise you for that long, you probably need a 5 mil one, and it'll probably last you, I don't know, like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Easy. You only need one little bit, and it's so moist.
Yeah.
Probably don't even rub it on your skin. Maybe that's what we can do. You know, there's people that have to get out of the shower and they have to moisturise themselves for like 45 minutes just to imagine a moisturiser where you just like put it a little bit on your palms and the bottom of your feet, and because it's so moisturising, it just moisturises the whole of your body.
I think that's a lot of work from us, from a scientific side, that we would have to put.
I think the celery will just do the work for us.
But we'll find
I
out.
literally think we'll just turn it into a moisturiser. It will naturally just it's so moisturous. I made up a word. That's going to be on the advert. Moisturous.
Moisturous.
Yeah, it will just.
I mean, I'm happy to try it. I'm not banking on it, but I'm happy to try it.
Have faith in the celery. Don't send us a salary. Send us some celery.
No, I'd still rather, because we can use the salary to buy celery, but we can't use celery to get a salary, unless it really is that moisturising. But it's a gamble.
I think we're going to get more celery because people don't understand the potential behind celery. Then people will send us a salary and it'll be like £1.50. Whereas if they give us like 6 sticks of celery.
Yeah, but can we, with £1.50, can we buy 6 sticks of celery? Because then we're still better off, because we get change as well.
Oh, how much is?
We might be able to get a Kinder Egg.
Well, we'd only be able to get one.
Yeah, you can
we'll split it in half, yeah.
split it in half.
What about the toy?
We can joint custody. You can have it like Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. I'll have it Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and then Sunday we'll rotate.
I was going to say it'll be in the trophy cabinet.
He can be in the cabinet.
It'll be our first Kinder Egg
Yeah.
trophy salary. Ooh. Okay, cool. Send us something. Send us either. Told you we'd be able to think of something. This is exactly why we're on the Wormcraft and no one else is, because you've got to be able to just think of stuff.
Yep.
Moisturiser.
And celery moisturiser.
I genuinely think we should just work for a think tank. I mean, we are in a tank and we do a lot of thinking, but again, no salary or celery comes this way.
Yeah, sadly.
Maybe we could work for a think tank. But we would also end up having that thing where they turn around and go, oh, and how do you expect that to happen? Look, we're not scientists. We don't have the scientific
just
knowledge.
here for the ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't do the science on your own. Why are we here? We may as well be scientists.
No, I think that's fair, because sometimes they need the thinkers for the scientists, because the scientists don't think. They're
Well,
robots.
that's how a lot of theories work, isn't it? Someone comes up with a theory, but it's actually a bunch of different scientists who actually end up testing that theory, because they'll have maybe manufactured a way to be able to do it. Because you have your theoretical scientists and then your experimental scientists, don't you?
Yeah.
And obviously the theory and then the experiment.
And we're theoretical workers.
Theoretical worms.
Yeah, theoretical
We're not
worms.
real.
We're not even real. Yeah, we're not actually. No, we're just a figment of your imagination.
Yep.
Which is why whenever you try to get anyone to listen to our podcast, it's just white noise. Because we're just in your brain.
Yeah, we think we're speaking a language you understand, but we're actually just going... Nailed it.
Pure gold.
I was going to say how long I could do that for, actually. No, don't do that out. It's a waste of my time. Alright, this question.
Okay. If you could have a flying version of any animal as a pet, what would it be? And why?
Does it have to be an animal that's a pet already?
I mean, is any animal a pet? Any animal can be a pet, surely. Well, okay, are we saying as long as you don't need like an exotic pets license?
Yeah, because if you're saying any animal could be a pet, you could have a rhino.
Yeah. Well, what constitutes a pet?
I don't know. What's the definition of a pet? Is it something that can be domesticated, or is it something that's already domesticated, or is it?
I don't know. I suppose it's something that have to be already domesticated.
So, because obviously a dog can be a pet, but when it's born, it's not domesticated. It becomes domesticated, but as a species, it has already become domesticated.
A domestic or tamed animal kept for companionship or pleasure.
So you could have a rhino if you can domesticate it.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't even say it can just be tamed. It doesn't even have to be domesticated. What about a tapir? A tapir?
What's a tapir?
It's like a hippo with a long nose.
I thought it was like for some reason I had an idea of it being like kind of like a meerkat.
Oh nah, it's like a hippo with a big nose.
Oh, tapir. Yeah, I know it is.
Them boys.
Yeah. I was thinking tapir, like tapir.
Look at him. Yeah, man, I reckon one of these boys.
I just don't think I'd. Okay, the only thing that's really getting me thinking it's hilarious is obviously we said if you're going to have a flying version. Could you imagine that nose flapping about in the wind?
Yeah.
Okay, because of the fact that it's going to be flying and that nose will be flapping about potentially, but I've already seen it does look it has a very similar nose structure as an elephant.
Yeah,
and I've already seen Dumbo.
Sawn off elephant, isn't it?
Sawn off trunk, yeah. Elephant sawn off trunk.
Yeah, that's fair.
I've already seen Dumbo and I know what a flapping trunk looks like.
Yeah.
I don't want to see what a half flapping trunk looks like.
I've got something small, like a hamster.
See, that's what I was thinking, but is it a hamster almost like just a flying rat, which is a pigeon?
No, I think hamsters are rounder.
Yeah, but I want something that's completely different. Now that's just that's what I want. You might just want, I want something that looks like a hamster, acts like a hamster, basically is a hamster but it flies.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I went rhino. Flying rhino would be pretty cool.
I'm just thinking of the logistics as well, because for wings big enough to make a rhino fly,
space.
It's going to take up a lot of space, because rhinos aren't light.
You know what I saw recently? The composition of a hippo. The muscle on that thing is insane.
Oh, I thought you meant like a song they composed.
Well,
I thought he came up to you and showed you his composition.
Composition of the hippo.
Yeah, I thought you'd had a hippo friend, and he showed... That sounded a bit like that Christmas song.
Which one?
The Christmas song.
Every Christmas song.
Every Christmas song.
No, not the composition, the song, the hippo. How the structure of a hippo, the body shape.
I've seen that as well. You can just look at them.
No, so because they look a little bit robust, people think there's actually quite a lot of fat on them, but they don't have that much fat. They actually have very little fat, and they've just got loads and loads of muscle. It's insane. You know those bulked out... Is it bulls? No, it's not a bull. Buffaloes?
Yeah.
Whatever. The bulked out ones. The ones that look like they're on steroids.
Yeah.
Hippos have loads of muscle there. They could be like that. That's probably why hippos kill so many people here. They don't mean to. They're bumping into people accidentally. Like just on the subway. Oops, sorry. Dead.
Oh my god. Killed another man.
Yeah, but no, that's why they don't get put in jail. Because most of the times they're just trying to, can I squeeze through? Someone's misheard them, bumped into them, dead. Oh, can I squeeze through? Yeah, of course you can. Bump, dead.
Never realised.
Hippos are just trying to get through society.
Never realised hippos are so dangerous.
This is probably why I don't want a flying hippo. A clumsy hippo when it's flying around. You know what? That's just gonna. Oh, I don't know how to stop when I come in and land. Oh, great.
Yeah, flying hippo's bad news.
I'm coming into the O2 arena. Oh, it's packed. Don't come in. I can't stop. Oh man, the casualties are going to be horrendous.
No, we're going to lose so many people today.
So maybe not a hippo.
Yeah.
A flying. Oh, we didn't say it had to have wings. Actually, it just has to be a flying version.
Okay, but I mean, how else is it going to fly?
Jetpack.
Okay. I mean, it's going to take a large jetpack to make a run. It's going to be very noisy.
No, I'm not saying that for definite. The question just says a flying version of it.
Okay.
It could be, what else? It could just have two jet engines
Yeah, but
to its arms.
no animal's born with jet engines attached to it.
Now there will be.
I mean, I assumed...
Or maybe it has a magic broom.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. I'd imagine that a rhino would need a magic carpet rather than a magic broom.
It might need like a magic Hoover. Like something with a bit more sturdiness.
Yeah, I just don't think the broom's the way to go.
Not really. I won't know where the hippo starts and the broom ends. Oh, okay, so... I don't think I'd want to go for something big anyway. Because having something a little bit big on the ground can be a lot of, like, looking after. Now, if you've got a version of it that can fly, I think you're asking for something a little bit messy. I'd go small to medium sized animal. Well, if I wanted an animal that's already flying, you can't get a flying version of that, because that is the flying version, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
So you can't have anything that already flies.
Well, no, because that would be the point. I want a flying version of an eagle. Yeah, that's an eagle.
Because I was hoping I could get an eagle with 2 sets of wings.
I mean, you
So it
can,
never gets tired, it just keeps rotating.
but that's a different question.
Okay.
If you could have a second pair of wings to any animal, what would it be and why? That'd be that
Oh,
question.
yeah, obviously. What did I think about? That's obviously the answer. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Oh, so dumb. Have you used all my ruby juice? Okay, I'm thinking. What are the common domestic animals now?
So the obvious ones are like cat, dog. Pigs are fairly domesticated, I think.
Yeah, but again, I don't want to do that because Homer Simpson's already created Spider Pig, and I think there's going to be a lot of conflict.
Ooh, but if you had a flying pig, and then people who just use the phrase, "Oh well, when pigs fly, bang, there's my flying pig."
Can I have £1 million? No. Yeah, when pigs fly, boom, sorted.
Flying pig.
Dude, we could have all the salaries and all the celery we want with this thing.
It's just such a bailout. You just have to whip out the flying pig. We might have to bait some people into saying it. So if we ask them something, can they go no? But then we'll be like, well, if you said yes, and when a certain animal flies,
You're just going to struggle to bait them. I think that this became a little bit harder. Maybe we would have to say it and go, oh, you wouldn't give me £1 million? No, I probably wouldn't. Yeah, you probably only give me £1 million when pigs fly.
No, but you would.
And that's it. We'd struggle to bait people.
No, but could you just say it? Why would I say it? Because I wouldn't. Yeah, but hypothetically, if you saw a pig fly, would you give us £1 million? No. But
even if they turn around and go, yeah, probably, or yeah, I would, they could just easily go, oh, well, I'm not going to actually.
Yeah, I mean,
there's no contract, and then getting a contract out makes it a little bit difficult.
We may have to start getting people to sign a contract.
Yeah, but this is it. Once you get a contract out, they're like, have you created a flying pig?
No, we just go, no. We'd like to have everything formal. We just always have to... Look, you never know what's going to happen, and we've made a verbal agreement here that if a pig flies...
The old handshake agreement that clearly doesn't hold up in court.
Yeah, it doesn't hold up in court. Now, what I need is a signed document that you agree to this.
I wonder how that works then, because you've created the flying pig, so you created the scenario for it to happen. I don't think that holds up in court either.
No, I think it does.
Or is that like shorting a stock, so to speak?
Yeah, I think
you've kind of gone to buy shares in there.
Because it could just be an agreement. You could say, "Oh, well, I'd give you £1 million if I saw a red car." Now, a red car could, it might not happen. Now that they're obviously working on the premise that it's unlikely they're going to see a flying pig, but it's now the realm of possibility.
I just think it's going to be difficult.
I don't think many people are going to sign, but you think that one person we get, I'm going to milk him for everything he's got.
Yeah, potentially a flying pig, but I'm not sold on it because It just seems like a lot of work at the moment.
Yeah, but I think also then maybe we target somebody quite eccentric anyway, like Elon Musk. So we stop him at...
Oh, he would definitely pay out. I bet you £1 billion to see a flying pig today.
Yeah,
I could just say it as simple as that.
Say we pin him down at the ice rink. We skate a few laps. We don't mention the flying pig.
You don't have to pin him down, though.
Yeah, no,
with actual pins.
Yeah.
You know how many pins we're going to need?
With bowling pins.
Oh. You know how many bowling pins we need? They don't need more than just normal pins. At least pins stick to stuff.
We'll go to the bowling alley first. Yeah. Rent some bowling pins. Because we're not going to need to keep
Why
him.
don't we just say we're going to go for a game of bowling?
He doesn't like bowling.
No, not with him.
Ah, okay.
Like, as into the bowling place. Because if we rent them, they're going to expect us to bring them back. But we might need to keep him pinned down for a while.
Okay.
I don't think we can afford the rent. We haven't got the £1 billion yet.
That's true.
So I'm thinking if we pay for a game,
yeah,
we have to get a strike when the pins don't come back up. Oh,
that's not our problem.
I knocked them down, never get it back up. And we can just say we're so good at bowling. When we strike, we strike.
Yeah, they're gone.
But we've actually just got Harry behind there picking up the pins.
Hiding the pins.
Yeah.
So we'll get him pinned down at the ice rink.
Okay.
And we say to him, if... we just bring up in casual conversation like, oh, imagine a pig flying, and he'd be like, because he's always high. Oh yeah, a pig flying. I imagine.
He did actually get high, didn't he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he's always up his tits, and we'll just casually bring up, if you was to see a pig fly, I bet he'd give us like £1 billion, wouldn't you? Because you're loaded, £1 billion is nothing to you, and he'd be all on board. Would you be willing to sign a formal agreement to that?
Yeah,
he would. It's Elon Musk. He signs contracts.
He's so eccentric. I would genuinely think he's already thought about making a flying pig in a bit now, because I know that's possible. I've done it. I've got 2.
Yeah, but okay. So we have an appendix in the contract that it can't be one of his flying pigs. So he thinks he's covered.
Yeah, but he also still knows it's possible.
But he thinks he's the only one with the funds to make flying pigs.
He knows who we are. You know he listens. He's like the only person who listens.
Yeah, but
he's the only one eccentric enough to listen to this rubbish.
You've also got to remember that he'll probably forget really quick.
Because he's high?
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. I'm more sold on the flying pig because I feel like there's potentially a forward path and a backstory.
Yeah.
How we got a flying pig.
No.
We could create a story. No, I said how we got a flying pig. That would be the story. I know we haven't got one. We haven't signed off on it yet. You know, every time we answer these questions, we sign off and we're happy with that, and then we get it delivered the next day.
Well, yeah. That's what Prime's for. Wormcraft Prime.
We've got Batwish. Batwish.
Yeah, but they don't offer Prime no more. I took it off, didn't they?
Yeah.
If anything, they're the opposite of Prime. They'd literally take months for you things to turn up.
Took it off in lockdown.
I ordered this in June. Where is it? Yeah, it's Batwish. You'll get it in about 3 more months.
It's on back order. It's on bat order.
It's on bat order.
Yeah, okay, maybe flying pig.
Yeah, I think flying pig just covers so many bases.
I think there's a lot of boring ones as well, like flying horse is just essentially kind of like... Actually, a flying horse is kind of cool.
Well, no, because they outlawed Pegasus, and I got a feeling that if you have a flying horse, you're just going to get pulled over, and they're going to try and...
Paint it white and claim it as Pegasus.
Well, no, I just think they're going to try and impound it and say, you're not allowed Pegasus. You know, is it Pegasi, the plural?
No, because Pegasus was its name, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, but it was a Pegasus.
It was a Pegasus.
It was a Pegasus.
And it was called Pegasus.
No, I think it was called something else. I think I'm with a T.
Oh, okay.
Trilly the Pegasus.
Are you thinking Treo?
I don't know.
That's from Neverending Story.
Maybe.
That was just a horse, bro.
Was it? I saw it had a wing.
Hold it. Atreyu. Atreyu was the horses? No.
No, he was the big boy. Wasn't he?
No, that was Artax.
Oh, yeah.
Artax or something. Atreyu was...
Don't remember.
Atreyu might have been the boy.
Oh, it might have been. Yeah.
Atreyu.
Adrian!
It was Adrian. That's the one. The horse was called Adrian.
So yeah, I just think if you get a flying horse, and then you've got to take it to court.
Artax is the horse.
Is it?
Yeah. Balthazar is the dog thing.
Balthazar, yeah.
Atreyu's the boy. Artax is the horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, okay.
But yeah, I think you're going to get pulled over because you've got a Pegasus and you're like, well, it's not, it's just a horse with wings. And then they're gonna impound it. You've got to take it to court to prove genetic test that it is in fact a horse with wings.
And we haven't got that £1 million from it.
Yeah, and then we haven't got the flying pig money.
Because we cashed out on the flying horse.
So then we've got to be our own defendants again, and you know how that worked out last time.
Maybe Maybe we double bluff people rather than going for a flying pig. We go for something else that doesn't fly. That's even more ridiculous. And they go, what? Well, like when pigs fly. Maybe more like when... And then something else flies. And they'll be like, oh, yeah, give you $1 billion if that ever happened.
Okay, so what's more unlikely than a pig flying?
Where did the phrase "when pigs fly" come from?
When pigs were trying to fly and no one thought they could do it.
It's odd, isn't it?
Mm.
Okay, different animal. Okay, so what's domesticated?
What about a non-flightless bird?
Like a dodo?
Yeah.
Or an ostrich?
Or a penguin?
Ooh. Nah, all the other penguins would be real jealous because they've got wings as well. Or flippers?
Flippers, yeah.
And they'll just be so sad. Oh, well, great, now he can fly and we're just still flightless.
Yeah, but then you've got like Penguin Prime, the super penguin.
Nah, I think the power would go to its head.
What about like a seal? Or sea lion?
Oh, sea lion. So you're thinking something more... That's not a bad idea, actually. I like the idea of a flying dolphin.
Well, I was thinking of something that didn't rely on water so much.
Yeah, but you can fly.
Yeah, but it can't breathe. It's all good that it can fly, but then he needs the water to breathe.
Good point.
Sea lions chilling on land, aren't they? They're all right. They don't mind. And I reckon sea lions would be grateful.
Or like a turtle or a tortoise.
Ooh, yeah, because they'd love it.
Yeah, because they're normally quite slow, and then they're just like, I'm going to go for a quick fly. Oh, no, I don't have to walk there. Fly. That'd be pretty cool as well.
Yeah, I reckon turtle's a good shout.
I mean, I'm still kind of on board with flying pig, don't get me wrong. I think if we sit down and iron it out and see if this is actually plausible, that we can convince someone to say it, sign a contract, a legally binding contract, and they will do the payout, then the flying pig's probably up there. I'm willing to consider a flying pig. However, flying tortoise seems pretty cool.
What's a terrapin?
Isn't it like a small version of a...
Is that just what it is? Just a small turtle?
I think it's a small version of a turtle. I don't know if it's actually just a small turtle.
I don't know. Because it has its own... Why is it called a terrapin? I don't know how to spell it. Terrapin. I'll just put terrapin.
Yeah, but the best part is you just did like some sort of thing from a game, didn't you?
Yeah, apparently. An aquatic turtle. No, it is a turtle.
Oh, so is a turtle a type of terrapin? A term formerly used to refer to any aquatic turtle.
But now restricted largely, though not exclusively, to the diamondback terrapin.
Ooh.
So, yeah, it's a turtle.
Okay, I'm sticking with turtle then. No, turtle would be pretty cool. What's okay? So we got a theory here. Something slow.
Yeah, I just think it'd be more grateful.
Flying worm.
But we can fly.
Yeah, but we're space worms and we're huge.
Yeah, but then I just think they're encroaching too much on our area.
What? Also, you know how annoying it'd be. They'll be, can I join the crew now? I can fly.
Exactly. Can you imagine?
Look, we gave you wings to just be. Yeah.
Every day texting us again. Oh, can I be a wandering worm? No, go away.
Can I just come over? I got my wings.
Yeah.
You know why it talks like that? It's because it's smaller.
Yeah.
Smaller vocal cords.
So now I'm not on board with that.
Snail.
Yeah, I reckon snail will be all right.
Any slow sort of moving creature, I think, is probably the best one.
Or slug.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I do prefer a tortoise.
I think a turtle is the way to go.
Yeah. I think landing-wise as well, its composition's pretty good. So while it's learning to land, it's got a hard shell, it's going to probably be able to protect itself a little better.
Also,
as a slug.
If they're real angry, they're bashing people.
Oh, yeah, they could do like a flying attack.
Yeah.
bring its head and legs in and just like hit you like a flying discus.
Yeah, and you're dead.
Oh, it's a weapon as well. Oh, maybe this is dangerous. We can't weaponise a turtle.
You can't weaponise a turtle.
They've been kept down and slow for so many years. You're going to give them some speed and some flight. I think they're going to take over.
What about koalas?
Now, because remember, we're worried about the fact that the what's it called?
Eucalyptus.
Keeps them calm. Going on some sort of mad rush, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but I think they could fly from eucalyptus tree to eucalyptus tree.
Yeah, I think it just go mad with power. We're already worried about the fact that the eucalyptus is what's keeping them tamed.
Yeah, that's fair.
If we now give them something that allows them to like move away and
More freedom.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a Coke. Why are you gonna have a Coke? Because I don't have to have eucalyptus. I can fly over there, and then it just gets hopped up on sugar. Yeah. That's world annihilation stuff. That is. Oh, the turtle was the one until I realised that it won't weaponise itself. So now I'm thinking maybe back to Slug, because Slug's quite robust.
I also think, unlike the snail, which has a semi-hard shell, a slug's just soft. It couldn't be weaponised.
Well, that's it. And
worst case, you're just going to get a slug in your face.
Also, snail shells aren't that tough that if they were to land from a height, it's going to stop it cracking.
Yeah, but I still think they could do some damage if they hit you.
No, but what I mean is also it's damaging to the snail.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to give this thing and it'll end up just like ending its life because it ends up like just completely crushing its... I think Slug's the one.
Does the snail die if you break its shell?
Nah, but it's probably pretty upset by it. Yeah. I mean, it's technically its house.
It's technically his house.
If we came back and the Wormcraft had just kind of broken down, or broken up even, you would think we'd be happy about it.
No, because we haven't got any money to fix it.
Well, exactly. I think Slug's the way because it's also the least worrying experimental. So even if we gave it wings, it's not like it's going to take over. And like you said, the worst case scenario, it's just going to come and slap its slugginess on you.
I think Slugs is the way to go. Is a slug a pet?
Can you can't domesticate it, can you? Doesn't listen to you.
It's also not very comforting. Sort of.
Come here, slug.
Pet my slug.
Oh man, yeah, because you can't domesticate it.
Yeah.
Can't train it. Can't tame it. Oh, it's really tame on its own. Actually, maybe it isn't. Maybe its thoughts are really mental.
Yeah.
It just has no.
It's no outlook for him.
Oh man. Okay. Maybe back to. I do still like the idea of a tortoise or a turtle. I know it might weaponise itself.
What is the less aggressive between a tortoise and a turtle? I think the turtles are the more chill ones, aren't they?
Yeah, because they're all like, yeah, dude. They're like riding the waves.
Yeah, whereas I think tortoises try and bite you.
Yes, and they pretend, I was going for the lettuce.
Yeah.
The turtles don't do that.
They are about the lettuce.
Also, you can spray down turtles and they really love it because obviously they enjoy the water. Because if you do it to a tortoise, they think you're trying to drown them.
Yeah, I think turtles are the way to go.
Yeah, they are very chill. Also, you've got a creature that can swim and can fly now. That thing can take you anywhere. You'd have the best adventures.
You would?
No. Yeah. Okay. Turtle, flying turtle, sorted. Unless we can get the paperwork sorted for the flying pig, then we may have to revisit.
Yeah, but that's more greed on our part. That is just us thinking of a way to finally make some money.
Yeah, but there comes a time and a place in your life where you feel like you need to make some money.
There's a time in your life when...
I don't know if you ever felt like that.
When the Minecraft doors fall off and we're like, oh man, maybe we should put them back on.
Yeah, but we don't have any money, so we end up having to... Yeah, flying turtle. I like it.
Yeah, I think that sounds good. I like flying turtles.
Yes, sorted. Do you reckon it flaps its fins to fly or it has actual wings?
I think it'd need wings. Large wings, because they're quite hefty, aren't they?
They can grow quite big, yeah. Big old sea turtle.
Or do you reckon you'd have, like, propellers?
Like Inspector Gadget,
Yeah.
just having a shell.
Yeah.
I do like that idea. And it's more fitting for a turtle.
Yeah, it is.
Because I feel like with wings, it's almost like a speed. Whereas with a propeller, it just comes up, it just takes off.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yes. I definitely want it to have a propeller more than wings.
Yeah.
Okay. A propellered turtle.
Because I think they've got the housing for it, you know.
Oh, yeah. Well, they don't keep anything else in there, do they?
No. I normally crisps.
Yeah, but they won't have to worry about keeping crisps.
No, because they can go to the shop to get them. That's the
they always
problem.
keep them there because they know it takes them a while to get.
It takes them a long time to get to the shop. Now, if they've got propellers, they'll happily give up the space for propellers.
I think they'll purposely. I forgot crisps again. I
Yeah.
got to use my propellers.
Off I go.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Well, I think we can settle down on that. Sorted.
Yeah, I think that's us. And
Go back to bed.
Go out to bed, and one question, like always.
Yeah, standard. Like to keep it consistent. Don't want anybody getting too excitable.
Yeah.
What happens then? You go in a murderous slug rage.
Slug rage.
Well, until next time.
Yeah, nothing's changed. We are who we are, and we are where we are. And all
We
that.
are exactly the same place we have been all the time.
So you can continue to ignore us, and everything will continue as
Yeah.
it is.
Thanks very much.
Well, now.
Bye-bye.